is Andre. I'm with St. Louis Wholesale Real Estate Properties, and you can check us out at stlwholesalere.com. As I say in all my videos, thumbs up. It helps us get our message to other investors that may be interested in properties throughout the St. Louis area, and of course the Shrewsbury, Missouri area, which this video is for. Hey, subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to press that red subscribe button and turn your notifications on. You'll see a bell icon somewhere next to that button, and if you click the bell icon, it will prompt you to turn your notifications on. So anytime we do a new video, you will be notified. So make sure that you do that, and don't forget. Okay, we're going to talk about vacant properties in Shrewsbury, Missouri. Are they few and far between? Okay, here's my honest opinion about vacant properties in Shrewsbury, Missouri. First of all, I have like no knowledge right now of a vacant property in Shrewsbury. Do I think there's vacant properties in Shrewsbury? Absolutely. Absolutely. It doesn't necessarily mean, see, sometimes when people think vacant properties, they think of some rundown building in Shrewsbury that's just vacant and it's been sitting there for 30 years. It's not like that. Sometimes, events happen to where people are just not living in the property. Maybe the property is still getting kept up, especially on the outside anyway. So you'll never know unless you're like, a neighbor or familiar with the area and used to driving through that particular area. But I'm sure there are vacant properties in the Shrewsbury, Missouri area. Shrewsbury is an area that's, I would say, I think for St. Louis County, in terms of bordering the city of St. Louis, I think that's one of the first cities off the Interstate 44. So I think that's if it's not the first, in terms of St. Louis County, bordering St. Louis City right there from Highway 44. If it's not the first, it's not too far from being the first. But low-key area, quiet area, I would say under the radar. Always nice. I remember working in that area. Always nice. No big, the people are nice. No big rah-rah area. Some of these areas you hear about are, pretty loud places, in terms of a lot of different things. But this place is not, I'm kind of looking off right now because I'm thinking back to the times that I've been in Shrewsbury, and even when I go through there, haven't been there in a while, but the times I do go through there, it's really like the same place. So really the same place, so it hadn't changed in a whole lot of years. So low-key area. I would say a very quiet area. I would say a quiet area. And, everybody has their own interpretations of quiet. So I would just not a loud area. So you don't hear too much about it. And even when you drive through it, it's really one of those, I would say, a real low-key area. So there are vacant properties, I'm sure, in Shrewsbury, and here's why. Because, life happens in Shrewsbury like it happens anywhere. So, you have death that happens. People die. It doesn't matter where it's at. You have people that lose their jobs. You have people that relocate their jobs. You have people that are maybe have pending divorces. You have people that have tax issues in Shrewsbury. So problems happen everywhere. Problems are not just privy to one particular area. They happen everywhere. And when those things happen, people like myself look at opportunity. There's opportunities. So not only is there opportunities in terms for my company, there's opportunities for you, the cash investor. And so what we do is we market to motivated sellers. So motivated sellers with similar problems or similar issues that I previously spoke about, and we get those homes under contract, and they become vacant, or they're already vacant when we get them. So there are vacant properties in Shrewsbury, Missouri, but you better believe that. Now, That's not. I'm not sitting behind this microphone saying, "Oh, we have." I don't know. I don't have a population of Shrewsbury in front of me, but let's just say 10,000, 15,000 people in Shrewsbury. I don't know the population. I'm just throwing it out there. And we have, there's 2,000 vacancies. No, it's not that type of area. So even if it's 20 vacant properties in Shrewsbury, it's still vacant properties, right? And sometimes people get a hold of properties, or they have properties, and their intentions are to fix them up, but they never get to it. They never get to it. And life happens, and maybe they get a little older, and maybe they just or just had every intention on fixing the property up, and they just never got around to it. And now they want to sell it, but they don't want to. They can't list it with a realtor, because the realtor just told them that, hey, you're gonna have to put X amount of thousands of dollars in this property for us to list it, because who's buying it from a realtor? A retail buyer. So that particular property owner doesn't want to sell through a realtor, or it can't through a realtor, because the realtor is telling them they're going to need to put $15,000-$20,000 into it. Maybe they have the $15,000, and they just don't want to put that money into a property. They rather just hang on to their cash for maybe their grandkids' education. But the one thing they know, they want to sell it. And so that's where we come in at. So we market to that type of motivated sale. These are people that are motivated to sell. These are people that need to sell their property. Not people, we don't look for people that want to sell their property. People that maybe have a family. The family just got a little bigger, just got added a new addition to the family. And, they're just going to buy a new house because that's what they do. And that's what they want to do. And, they want fair market value for the house. That's not what we're looking for here. We're looking to buy at a discount. And, once we get it signed, once we get our contract signed, we pass it on to our end buyer, to our investors. And, our the investors that we deal with, they do a lot of great things with these properties. And they fix them up. They beautify these neighborhoods. They put the money into them. And they either hang on to them as part of their rental portfolios, or fix them up and flip them, or they buy them and they hold them for appreciation. And there's a lot of things that they do, but that's what we do at St. Louis Wholesale Real Estate Properties. And we encourage our if you're watching this and you're looking for vacant properties in the Shrewsbury, Missouri area, or vacant properties throughout the St. Louis, Missouri area, we encourage you to join our VIP buyers list. It's very important that you go to stlwholesalere.com and fill out your name, fill out your email, confirm your email. Then you'll be sent over 3 questions. Those 3 questions ask about, what areas are you buying in, what's your ideal property. So it asks you those questions, and we encourage you to send those back to us, because we start marketing towards that area, towards those areas for those type of properties. And when we get those type of properties, we're going to contact you directly. So that's what we do. So we basically go shopping for you. So if we have an investor that loves the Shrewsbury area, we're going to focus on the Shrewsbury area. If we have an investor on another area, we're going to focus on that area too. So that's what we do. So when we get these properties, we know who wants these properties. We know who likes these type of properties. So make sure that you do that. Also, make sure that you thumbs up if you haven't already. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Leave a comment. Share the video. And if you have any questions for me directly, Andre, Andre, at stlouiswholesalere.com. So, vacant properties, Shrewsbury, Missouri, few and far between. There are vacant properties in Shrewsbury, Missouri. I'm sure there are. So make sure that you look down in the description. You'll see our social media pages. Make sure you like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter as well. You'll see all that in the description. So thanks for watching this video. Hey, enjoy your day or night. Thank you.